Hello, Brenton with All Out Octane here. In this video, I'm going to open up some of the brand new Matchbox cars that I was able to find on the pegs. Again, I know this isn't the newest version, but this is one of the newer cases that was hitting in my area. I'm super excited about these. One of them that did come in the package that I was able to find or right off the pegs was this Bugatti Divo. And you can see it's recolored in black as opposed to the other version, which is gray. They look very similar, but they are different. There's this one's got the black, as you can see. That one's all black up top. So yeah, there are two versions of this out. Don't be mistaken, they look very similar. This one has a little bit more of a bronze wheel. This one does not. So yeah, be on the lookout and make sure you pick up both. So I'm gonna save that one for last and we can do a better comparison. Let's go ahead then and open up another car I have off camera just real fast, the Chowmobile 2. This was part of this case as well. And it's always kind of nice to have some food trucks. Food is delicious. I like eating it. And so sometimes I like to have a vehicle that, portrays that. This one is a bakery. It says bakery, more or less. But yeah, there it is. There are the items you can choose from. So it's pretty cool to have. Let's go ahead then and open up then this one, the 2016 Ram flatbed. And if you follow the real automotive world, the Ram truck has won Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for the third time in a row. That's absolutely amazing. I'm a huge fan of Ram trucks. It's nice to see that they make a diecast of it. Would it be cooler with a real bed, kind of like the Patrol version? That would be awesome. But I'll take it as I can get them. Next up, we have a 2003 Nissan 350Z. Not a 370, this is a 350, so kind of like more of the older of the newer generations. It has a gold kind of racing stripe on it, kind of a side tampo gloss, kind of white satin paint job. Oh, wow, that was all over the place, but it's a stunning car. If you're able to find this, it's well worth it. I'm not really sure if this actually has an interior because the windows are so tinted. So kind of hard to know if there is an interior in that car. Let's go ahead and open the Ford Police Interceptor. This is kind of like in a fire livery. And if you guys are watching the pegs, if you, depending on where you are, there are real working rigs hitting the shelves, and there's a fire truck part of that. So if you wanted to get a real working rig along with this one, you can create your own kind of fire station diorama. Next up, we have the Parks livery 1959 Dodge Coronet police car. And this thing is really cool. Again, I think we've seen this before in like a bluish white tampo in livery. And now we've got it in the Parks livery. So this is two in a row with the Parks livery in the cases that they have. So there's the side of it, and there's the other side. I don't think there's anything in the front or the rear. Overall, it's a nice casting though. That's a solid casting. If you open that up, it feels great. It doesn't feel very cheap or chintzy at all. Next up, we have the 48 Willys Jeep. I apologize. I'm a little farther away from the camera. Sometimes it's hard to read the package. But there we go. These have been a dime a dozen. We've seen this multiple times in multiple series, multiple sets, multiple colors. So there we go. We've added a red one to the collection. Next up, we'll go with the 1976 Volkswagen Golf MK1. So I believe it's a first gen, and it has the Policia. Well, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, Policia. It's got the livery on it. Front tampos, those front tampos are awesome. No rear tampos, just as the sides, and nothing on the tops. But it's really cool nonetheless. Nice to add that one to the collection. Let's stay in the German side of things. We'll go with the Mercedes-Benz S123 station wagon. We've seen this now a couple of times. It's been in like the 80s throwback series in blue. We've seen it in a greenish color a number of years ago now. So they just keep kind of coming out with these. It's nice to have them. As long as they keep bringing them out, I will keep collecting them. Again, front tampos up top. Or I'm sorry, front tampos in the front, rear tampos in the rear. I guess that kind of is self-explanatory. I do like the brown interior on this one. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to give you a good opportunity to see it, but there is a brown interior in there. Nice chocolatey brown, and it looks amazing. It's a great color combination. We've got a 2018 Dodge Charger in gray, and this almost looks all too familiar. I feel like I could walk outside and go down the street and see like 5 of these. So did they capture the true essence of a Dodge Charger? I believe so. I love the black 5-spoke rims. If I were any better at car customization, I would be scooping up a lot of these newer cars from both Hot Wheels and Matchbox in regard to their 5-spoke rims in black. But yeah, there we go. Like I said, it's not matte. It's just a kind of a gloss gray, but it's a darker gray, and it looks amazing. We've got a 56 Jaguar XK140 Roadster in blue. I believe, again, we've seen this before in green. I liked it in green, but you know what? This is probably the next best color for this car. We've actually might have seen it in another color before as well, but this kind of light blue, kind of metallic blue, is awesome. It has tampos up front, nothing on the sides. It does have tampo in the rear. It has a black interior, and that fits quite nicely with this. So it's nice to see this car in the main lines. What shall we do next? What shall we do next? Let's go with the Porsche. We've got the 71 Porsche 914. And I recently just saw, I think somebody somewhere just recently did this in real life, this car. And they gave it like the proper tribute. I think they electrified it or something, or rallied it. I'm not quite sure, but it was, I forgot to read the headline. I just saw the picture, saved it in my phone, and then I completely forgot about it. But a 914 did make the news recently in the automotive world. So if you find it, let me know. But here we go. Here's Matchbox version of it. Nothing on the front, just on the sides, nothing on the rear. And it does have kind of like the roof does not remove. It is fixed. But overall, it's a cool car. Next up, we'll go with we have 2 Mopar products, which I guess is now Stellantis or Stellantis. I'm not really sure how you say it. I haven't heard anybody say it yet. Stellantis possibly. So we have 2 of those products. We got a Plymouth and a Dodge, and we have the Divo. Let's go ahead with the Dodge. We've got the Dodge D200. If you saw my previous video of the super fast version, you'll know that that truck came with the front wheels not being able to spin, which was a big disappointment. This one is a huge success. These wheels do spin, which is great. And we've seen this in the main line a couple times now. I think at least twice. We've seen it in like a whitish green with a green up top, or a white, one of the two. It was like a 2-tone color. And we've seen it in black, and now we have it in blue. And I will continue to buy this. I love the brown bed with the brown kind of interior in there. And we've got tampos, no tampos, except on the sides. But I'm not going to complain about that. That's awesome. Next up, we have the Plymouth, Plymouth Savoy. I actually am not familiar with that, which is kind of weird, but I do think this car is awesome. Considering it's old school, it's a 1962, and I'll have to do more research on this one to know if it had a Hemi in it or not. I thought that might have been where I was going with it, which is why I bought it. But I would have bought it anyway. I just think it's a cool car. The 50s cars from the 50s and 60s haven't had the love that they kind of had as they did in the 90s, which makes sense. Car enthusiasts and car culture evolves with time. Nice to have one of the 60s cars back. But next up and last up, we are going to go with the 2018 Bugatti Divo. Again, this is different than the one in the other packaging, and right here is the package for the other one. So here is the old card art, here's the new card art, and you can see that this one is kind of like a gray, and this one's a black. Again, very hard to kind of distinguish, but I especially on camera, I apologize, but hopefully when I open these up and I can show you the comparison of the two cars, it'll make a little bit more sense. It still has the blue in the interior, but the windshield is a little more clear, or I'm sorry, a little more blue tinted. This one's more black all the way around. It has a blue line down the center, with a little bit of the blue hash above the headlight here. So you can kind of see that. There is no Bugatti Tampo for the logo. It does have Divo on the rear here, but then here is the other one side by side, and you can see now it's a little easier to see the color contrasting. One of them is gray, the other is black. There they are from the side, or from the rears. There they are from the side. New one on this side, older one on this side. You can see the rims are a little different as well. There they are up front. And I guess this one didn't have the Bugatti line up front, or the Bugatti logo up front either. So there you have it. There are some of the newer Matchboxes. You guys know, as soon as I find the other ones, I will definitely try to get them on camera for you. I apologize. I have taken so long to get videos to you all. I appreciate you watching so much. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until the next one, have a good one.